Welcome back to Thirsty Time.
Thirsty Time
with thick thoughts from Instagram. Come on, thick thoughts.
I thought you were leaning into the fact that you're now an Instagram thought.
I'm not an Instagram.
You are a
I barely pay
game.
attention to any of our Instagrams, including my video game ones.
You're a video game Instagram thought.
I'm not.
You post selfies of yourself with your cars in like tropical locations and try to make people jealous of the things that you have with
I do
how
plan
your
out my
character
pictures
looks.
kind of a lot.
Yeah. You plan out your tattoos and you make sure that you have the right lighting and the right filter.
I did not plan out my tattoos. I picked the ones that were the most colorful.
Okay. But that's still a thought thing to do. Just embrace your thoughtness.
I do have an ice cream tattoo on my neck that's like bright pink.
That's... If you saw a girl with that on Instagram, you'd be like,
since they added face tattoos, I have wasted written across my eyebrow on my character now. You can't see it though because of his hair.
So what you're saying is you're an e-boy.
Yeah, kind of.
You're a little e-boy.
Yeah.
Little fuck boy.
No, my God.
I guess you don't wear enough don't e-boys wear a lot of black?
They're like weird guys.
Your character wears a lot of black. You are an e-boy.
My dude dresses like the character that I want him to be, which is like a biker / car guy, tuner guy.
That just randomly has just suits that he doesn't wear socks with.
I only have one.
Your guy never wears socks.
I only have one suit currently stored on my character, and sometimes I do.
Every outfit I've ever seen you wear, you have no socks.
No, when I go jogging, when I pretend to go jogging, he wears like the super short white jogging shorts, and he has like tennis shoes with socks.
You're proving the thoughtness even more. Because you just said when I pretend to go jogging, that's when I wear the socks, and it's strictly just to pull the outfit together.
It does.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast. I'm Jared.
Fuck that guy. I'm Kyle.
Ouch. Well, we're back for another week to talk about weird, funny, and interesting.
For another week of talking about weird and interesting news from the
articles
internet.
from the internet. We read the clickbait so you don't have to.
I read the clickbait so you don't have to.
You're not allowed to read things on this show.
I'm so good at reading. How has this become a thing now? Like, and not even as bad as you guys make it to be, and then you make fun of me the whole time, and then it gets worse because of that.
Historically.
One time, I can't read one word.
The word you couldn't read was repelling, and you said rappling.
Dude, it's spelled rappling.
Rappeling's not a word.
It's spelled rappling.
Grappling is a word.
Grappling is just rappling with a G.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Repelling is E-L. Grappling is L-I-N-G.
I also don't know how to spell repelling, too. I thought it was spelled R-A-P-P-L-ing.
This is how it's spelled.
Oh. How's grappling spelled?
I don't know now.
The same as rappling, because that's how I've decided. So, therefore, rappling is spelled rappling.
Did you know that if grappling only had one P, it would be grapeling? On to the first one.
You know, if repelling had an extra E in it, it'd be rippling.
It would be if it only had one P. If it had an extra E, it would be repelling.
Repealing.
Yeah, that's repealing. Yeah, it would be rap-peeling. That's what it would be. This has been English with Jared and Kyle.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, where we start all over again.
All right, let's go on to the first one. I don't know what just
happened.
English class. That's what happens when you have to do online school because of COVID. Blame COVID.
If you think that the word should be Rappaling. Leave a link comment thing in the bottom of whatever this is. Or on
link
iTunes.
to what?
I don't know. Leave us a link to your podcast. I don't give a shit. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, follow us on Instagram, follow us on all those other shits that he's going to talk about later. But I feel like we're supposed to say it in the beginning because people are supposed to say it in the beginning. So I'm saying it right now. Also, leave me lots of comments and give me a 5-star review and a comment there, and I'll touch you. I'll touch him. I won't touch anyone.
Okay, on to the first one.
Did I say that right?
I mean, aside from the touching part, sure. Man arrested for making over 1,000 911 calls selling egg rolls.
Wait, he was calling the cops to sell them egg rolls?
Well, I mean, 911 operator. It's the step before the police.
14 questions.
All right.
Did you put the arm there so I can't read the stories ahead of time now?
No, this is where it's always been.
No, I mean, like I'm talking about, like, in general, since we've put the arms up. Is it there? So I can't. Like, I tried. Like, I always try.
Added benefit? But can you see the picture at least?
No, I can see half his face. Don't do that. I see it now.
There you go. Okay.
So he's not on meth because he doesn't look like those guys.
No.
He's
but
just a businessman trying to sell his egg rolls.
just not in the best of places. I mean, unless it's like historically accurate that 911 operators love egg rolls. Like if he
he's calling
delivers
the
there,
911 operators, be like, hey, I got egg rolls. Send the police.
Well, let's find out
I
what
don't
he
know
was
what that
saying.
means. We'll send the police. And he's like, hey, egg roll, $1.
Be like, do we get a discount since we drove all the way out here?
Sure, 2 for $1.50.
2 for $1. Be like, well, that's a buy one get one free. And then when they ring you up,
cheap.
he's like, so 2 each for $1. A man in Memphis has been arrested after offering egg rolls to it was to the dispatchers, to 911 dispatchers more than 1,000 times. The suspect, identified as who
The bell tolls.
Nguyen. Who Nguyen? I know that's Nguyen or Nguyen. Who Nguyen?
Hunman.
Who Nguyen?
You're
Who
so
knew ya?
racist.
Who knew ya?
Racist.
Has reportedly been calling 911 since July, despite not having an emergency, reports WREG. WREG.
Your egg roll?
See, I didn't give him a voice.
I didn't give him a voice. I was just like, if you call 911, you're just like, you want egg roll?
I mean, that's probably what he did. But Nguyen would hang up after asking dispatchers if they wanted to buy egg rolls. Court documents revealed. So he'd be like, "Want egg roll?" And they'd be like, "What?" And he'd be like, "Want egg roll?" Just keep calling back. 1,000 times is a lot.
I have egg rolls, 2 for $1.50.
Holy shit! It has the amount. So. Since July 15th, Nguyen has made 1,171 calls to 911. On September 1st alone, Nguyen made 241 calls to 911.
Why specifically September 1st?
I don't know. It's some wake me up when September ends so that you can eat all this.
July. I just realized what month it is. It has not been a long time. He did a lot.
Yeah. The 241 calls was 9 days before we're recording this episode. It was a little over a week. When I found this, it was a week ago.
What is he being charged with?
I don't know. Let's find out. The day after he called the emergency hotline another 32 times, Nguyen was brought into custody after Memphis police found him in a shopping center around Ridgeway and Winchester. It has not been revealed whether Nguyen was actually selling egg rolls or simply trolling the emergency service hotline. Calling
what's his business in the mall? If his business in the mall
is selling egg rolls. Yeah. Then
or
it's
specializing in egg rolls. Maybe he's got like if he's got like just a full blown egg roll restaurant. I love egg rolls, and if he's super specialized, I would get some egg rolls from there.
I mean, yeah, it's like how we want a dumpling house around here so we can get some actual real good dumplings.
Yeah.
I mean, an egg roll house, is that a thing? Do they have just strictly we make egg rolls?
I feel like it could be. There's lots of flavors of egg rolls, but mostly it's cabbage.
Yeah.
Even the ones with meat in them just taste like cabbage.
Rolling house of egg is what they can call it. But yeah, so calling 911 without an emergency is discouraged as it may overload the 911 system and it affect its services intended for those who truly need them. Penalties issued for 911 misuse vary across different states. In Tennessee, a 911 call that is for some purpose other than that to report an emergency or an event that the person placing the call reasonably believes to be an emergency is a Class C misdemeanor.
What if
they want me to donate $1 to this website? I'm not doing that.
What if
Okay.
it was an emergency that he sold these egg rolls?
Like, what if he owed someone money and he was like, I need to sell egg rolls?
What if he owed money? What if his business was going to go out of business unless he sold these egg rolls? That's an emergency, even though the police might not think so.
He can construe it as an emergency, and the exact wording for that Tennessee law is call reasonable. So the person placing the call reasonably believes to be an emergency.
Yeah, what if he was like, if I don't sell at least 271 egg rolls a day,
I'm going out of
lose
business.
my job.
My kids will go hungry. I mean, I could just feed them the egg rolls, but then I'll lose money.
My restaurant will definitely close, and I won't be able to feed them egg rolls anymore.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like we need this guy's side of the story.
Always.
And why he chose. I mean, it's just marketing. Because you know that if he works for a Chinese food place, after this story, everyone's
go there, be like, you're the egg roll guy, right?
And he's going to be like, want egg roll?
You want egg rolls? I got lots of egg rolls to sell you because the police didn't buy them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, the dispatchers didn't buy them. Which, I mean, that's who you want to hit up because they're the ones that are sitting there. So they need something that they can just snack on and move.
What's your emergency?
Exactly. They'd be like,
Is that crunching?
He's in the house. What should I do?
Hold on. Stay calm.
Don't make a sound. Are you chewing right now?
No.
Don't chew. You don't chew. I chew. I'm chewing for you. I wouldn't be chewing.
Do you think when the cops finally came, he was like, "Oh, good, you're here."
Like he just
Buy
had
these.
like a box of egg rolls like
Yeah.
ready for him.
Yeah, they're just waiting. Yeah, you touched it with your foot. Gross.
Foot phone. Yeah. But I would hope he did. Yeah, I would hope he was prepared. I mean, it does still state that they didn't know if he was actually selling egg rolls or just being like, I'm Asian and I'm asking you for egg rolls, so this is funny.
Like he was doing his own racist bit.
Maybe he's a comedian. Did they do research to see if he does stand-up comedy in the area?
I firmly want to believe that he is an egg roll salesman, and this is just
COVID's hitting local restaurants hard,
top-notch salesmanship.
especially any Asian places because of the racist thoughts that a lot of people have where they're like, well, if I go to a Chinese food place, then I'm going to get COVID because that's where it comes from.
Yeah, if you go there, you just make them bring it to you and leave it on your porch.
The place that I go to, they constructed a whole like thing in their doorway where they use like a baby monitor. Not a sponsor, but Ruby Cafe. I like your food.
Still go there? I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, but it's really cool. They built like a whole plexiglass and wood thing in their door, and they have like a baby monitor, and he talks through that, and you place your order, and then when you pay, it's like a box, and they slide it through so that only you can get it,
Like
and then you put your
tellers.
stuff in, and then they pull it back, and then only he can get it, and then there's like a big thing with like a wooden top to it, and they just lift that up, put your food in it, close it, and then you can get it. It's great. I was like, that's some ingenuity right there. Good job, guys. But, I mean, they weren't calling 911 to sell egg rolls. And their business seems to be doing okay because a lot of people are there all the
Because
time.
they built a giant thing.
True. So maybe this guy's restaurant just needs to get better with some engineering.
He's in the news now.
He is. It's going to up business
That is good.
if he's an egg roll salesman.
I definitely think he is. I'm on his side.
I mean, should I look for an
Let's
update to
free
this
this
article?
man who I don't know his name because Jared couldn't pronounce it.
Free who?
That guy.
Who?
That guy.
Who?
That guy.
Who? You have to free who?
That guy. Yeah, free him.
Free who?
Yeah, that guy.
Who?
That guy.
Who?
All right, this is boring.
Free who, Nguyen? All right.
On to the first one. Let's do this again. Start at the beginning. Reread it.
Man arrested for making over 1,000 911 calls selling egg rolls.
What a dick.
Okay, going a different route. All right, on to the next
We'll
one.
do it again in a different way. This way we can choose which one's better.
So this son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, wasting the police's time.
There could have been fires. There could have been shootings.
Died.
I can't believe it. What if someone was having a heart attack at the exact time that this man was
if
trying to sell
someone
egg rolls?
Was getting eaten by an alligator and had just enough time to call 911 to be rescued by the police officer that was down the block from him.
Memphis.
Now he's not. There's swamps there.
Is there?
I don't know.
Walking to Memphis.
I thought the whole South was a swamp.
On to the next one.
Sorry. The whole southeastern quadrant was a swamp.
Okay, that's more accurate. But all right.
Isn't Memphis down
Still
there?
in the South, or not South, souther than us. Kentucky man accused of stealing police canine, luring him out with Vienna sausages.
That takes balls.
Right? Because we've seen what police canines will do to people.
That takes a lot of balls.
We did read about a naked man fighting one
The fact that
and knocking one out, but he stole it.
this guy just taught criminals a very valuable lesson, and that's carry Vienna sausages with you if you're going to commit crimes.
Do you think that this is going to be a new part of police training now to breed out or to like
Get
kind of
the
like
dogs
weed
and
out?
not
Like, yeah.
those? Like,
Yeah, to be like, you know what? You only eat.
associate these with getting shocked.
What they have to do is make it that the only thing that they eat is this one particular treat. And if it's not that one particular treat, that's an enemy. So as soon as someone gives them something that's not that treat, they have to bite them immediately. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what's going to happen because this man successfully stole it. A Smithfield, Kentucky man is accused of stealing a canine from the Henry County Sheriff's Office. Wait, from the office?
That says Louisville.
That's Louisville, Kentucky. And it's Louisville, not Louisville.
No, that's Louisville, Kentucky. What did you say?
Louisville.
No, you didn't.
No, this says a Smithfield, Kentucky man.
That's
He's
what you
from Smithfield. The article was written in Louisville.
Whatever.
Okay,
I
then.
don't care.
His bait of choice, Vienna sausages.
I've never had those because they
I
came in
have.
a can. And the idea of a hot dog in a can is already worse than just what a hot dog is.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree. Well, aren't pigs in a blanket just Vienna sausages inside a croissant?
I use hot dogs.
Those are too big.
No, you cut them.
But that's not a pig. You don't have the little two ends, though. You don't have the adorable look.
You do.
Not really.
You do. Actually, we just cut them in half. Ours are pretty big when we make them.
Why are you making noise, computer? Stop that. Now you're getting muted. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, so you make giant pigs in a blanket?
Yeah.
I mean, one, delicious. I'm down with that. Like, I love pigs in a blanket, but it's supposed to be a poppable snack.
It is. It's a hot dog.
That's not poppable.
Wrapped in croissant.
You'd choke if you threw that whole thing in your mouth.
Psh.
Are you going to say something? Okay. I'll let the audience take from that whatever they want. So, according to the arrest report, 26-year-old Brandon Harmon. I think this is related to Mark Harmon.
I don't know who that is.
It's Mark Harmon, Lois.
Don't know who that is.
Do you see a wheelchair chair under Mark Harmon?
Don't know who that is.
You really don't know who Mark Harmon is?
No. Don't know who that is.
You're fucking with me, right?
Should I know who that is?
Give me a second.
We're busy talking about Kentucky and hot dogs.
Mark
that?
Harmon. I just knocked everything over because I'm that freaked out. But you don't know who Mark Harmon is?
No.
Oh my god.
Never seen that man in my life. Name something he was in.
That summer school movie.
Okay, that's helpful.
He's also in. I think this is CSI.
No, he's not.
Yeah, it's
He's not in CSI.
It's Mark Harmon.
He's not in CSI.
Is Mark Harmon a real Marine? What? He was also named Sexiest Man Alive by People in 1986.
Because I read People, and I read People before I was born.
It was when I was born. The year that I was born,
Yeah.
Mark Harmon was
I
the
was not
sexiest man
alive.
alive.
So, no.
And he's 6 foot tall.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of tall.
And he's apparently Keith Harmon, whatever Brandon Harmon is not his son.
Could be.
It
I
just
don't know
said
who Mark
was-
Harmon is.
Everybody knows who Mark Harmon is.
Name 2 things he's been in.
Summer School. Oh, NCIS. Chicago Hope. Freaky Friday, the one with Lindsay Lohan. Saint Elsewhere. And 45 plus more things. El Presidio. Chasing Liberty. Flamingo Road. Stealing Home. Wyatt Earp. Reasonable Doubts. The Deliberate Stranger. 240 Robert. Charlie Grace. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I've not seen any of these.
Prince of Bel-Air. With white people. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm sorry. Worth Winning. Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. Crossfire Trail. Does that say Comes a Horseman? Comes a Horseman? Eleanor and Franklin. Beyond the Poseidon Adventure. Magic in the Water. Let's Get Hairy.
These are pornos.
Bet you
You're
didn't know.
naming pornos. I haven't seen these.
Bet everybody didn't think that this episode was going to be about. I'm just going to call this one Mark Harmon. Sentinel. I'll Remember April.
This is definitely just pornos.
Till There Was You. After the Promise. Weather Girl. Certain Prey. From the Moon to the
Tell
Earth.
me that these aren't porno titles.
I'm not telling you that, but Dillinger.
Comes from Horses started this.
Comes from Horsemen.
I'm sorry. Come from Horsemen.
Goliath Awaits. He was Goliath.
They said the Amish girls.
The Amati Girls. Cold Heaven. The Last Supper. Local Boys.
That was before he got his career in mainstream.
Original Sins. The Long Road Home. Tuareg, the Desert Warrior.
Why are you still reading these? This is so much.
The First to Go. Adventures from the Boo. I think there's more to it, but I don't know. But that's who Mark Harmon is.
I've not seen none of these.
NCIS.
What's that about? Is that the one where they're like lawyers?
No,
in the
they're
Air Force.
They're crime. That's JAG.
Okay.
But it's North Carolina Internal Systems. SAGs? Like segways?
No, like the SAG Awards.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It's about acting.
Yeah.
This show's about North Carolina's
in
acting
North Carolina.
union.
Yeah. It's inside of that. It's how they make sure that there's no favoritism, nepotism, or any other isms inside of the acting guild in North Carolina.
Yep, never seen none of this.
Okay. Very popular show. Won a couple Emmys.
Just kidding. I've seen NCIS.
Yeah, you know exactly who Mark Harmon is.
I don't know his name.
Well, the incident began when...
We haven't even talked about this.
No, we haven't.
I was over this guy already because you went all off on this thing.
When a deputy with Henry County Sheriff's Office was sent to Goodlit Circle in Smithfield after someone said Harmon was trespassing on their property. When the deputy found Harmon, he asked the deputy for a ride to McCoon Road, where Harmon said he would point out a weed trimmer that had been stolen. He did identify the weed trimmer,
That
But
he
it-
stole?
but it was not the one in question, according to the report. At that point, Harmon changed the subject and asked the deputy if the Henry County Sheriff's Office knew what happened to its canine that had been taken from the deputy's property on August 8th. That canine was missing for some time before it was found later that month. When confronted about what he knew about the canine's brief disappearance from the fenced-in property, Harmon allegedly... I don't know what you're doing. Are you doing Tai Chi right now?
Doing kata.
All right. Harmon allegedly told the deputy that he had something to do with it. I coaxed him out with Vienna sausages, Harmon told the deputy, according to the arrest report.
I filled that dog with wieners.
Harmon was arrested and charged with theft by unlawful taking and second-degree criminal trespass. Well, if he He wasn't trespassing.
Is there
if
a
he
way to
coaxed it.
lawfully steal something where you're just getting theft?
If you're white and you're taking it from Native Americans.
I'm going to go take some Vienna sausages to a reservation.
And take their dogs. That's lawful. But is it trespassing if he coaxed the dog out of the kennel?
If he's never stepped foot on the property, then no.
Like if he just stayed like outside and he was like, do you really want, and he started throwing the sausages and then the dog got a taste of it. It was like, I would like some more of those. And he was like, jump to fence. Come on, jump to fence, jump to fence. And then the dog, because, you know, they're highly trained and they're like the Olympic level athletes of dogs.
Some tactical parkour.
Exactly. It just jumped over, rolled, you know, fucking dug underneath the other fence and then got them sausages. That's not trespassing. That's just creative.
Just imagine a dog doing that thing where like they jump over stuff, but they just use their hands.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I forget what that's called.
Cool dog shit.
Yeah. But like just back legs are just up. It's just like
yeah, that
and
would
then
be
does the little parkour roll.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I want to see a dog do parkour now.
This dog could do that.
Jumping
for
over
Vienna
sticks
sausages
and walking over logs, man. Those kind of tricks are lame.
Do you know what'd be even cooler? If he did it for Mark Harmon. On to the next one.
Tommy Chong throws out your CBD now.
No, Tommy Chong did not throw out your CBD. Tommy Chong is saying throw out your CBD now.
No, Tommy Chong is the reason your CBD is missing. If your CBD is missing, it's because Tommy Chong threw it away.
Tommy Chong threw yours. He came to your house.
Why is he anti-CBD? He's like pro-THC? Is that what it is?
That's probably what it is.
Wait. Go back down. Go back down. Go back down. Oh, the one on the left is nice.
On to the next one.
On to the last one.
Indian man accidentally orders truckload of rice. Wife destroys him shortly after. I saved this because I was like, his wife did what?
Things need to be clarified. Hey, like she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna wreck your penis. You bought us so much rice, we gonna eat forever."
And then it says here to clarify, this is India. So when I say truck, I don't mean SUV. It is a literal lorry, which I guess is this, filled with rice. That's what they specified. Not the destroyed him.
How do you accidentally do that? How do you not like be like, oh man, I need a bag of rice, and then you like look at the price, you're like, $20,000. Yeah.
Rupees.
Whatever.
Our seven.
I'm doing it for American people that are listening in America, because I'm not gonna sit and try and figure out how many $20,000 is that in rupees.
It's R7 lock rupees.
What?
You don't remember that from a previous story?
I'm done. So he spent like $100,000 on rice. How do you accidentally do that?
Maybe there was a button that said like bag, and then there was another one right underneath it that said
did he
literal
hold swear
truckload.
For buy all?
That's exactly what he did. That was because of that update. He didn't know, and she was like, "Are you buying the rice?" And he turned around and he was holding square, and he bought all. That's what it was. So, a writer in India was hilariously horrific encounter his family experienced after his brother-in-law, referred to as Bill, B-I-L, all caps, in a lengthy Twitter thread, accidentally ordered a truckload of rice. Shiv Ramdas shared his hilarious experience last Thursday on Twitter, but the location was not revealed in the thread, according to the Indian Express.
Yeah, because people know this man has a truckload of rice.
Yeah, that's a
He
target.
can become a rice salesman now. Dude, whatever he paid for it, add 50 cents, sell it back.
That is true. Oh my God, my brother-in-law, the gift that never stops giving, was tired of being sent to get rice every day, so he decided to buy in bulk. Talked to the shop about it. Wires got crossed. Now there is a literal truck filled with rice outside of the house, and my sister is losing her shit. LMFAO. Ramdas' brother-in-law was tired of... Oh, that's literally what it just said.
The article interviewed the man and then paraphrased the same.
They were like, hey, in his Twitter, he said this. And they were like,
This
just
is
so
what
you
he
know,
said.
this is what he said in the Twitter. If you have never heard a woman destroy a man with one sentence 25 times in a row, you should meet my sister. She's terrifying
25
right
times
now.
in a row. So she said the same one thing 25 times. Your penis is small. Your penis is small. Your penis is not good enough. I'm sorry. Your penis is small. Your penis is small. You never satisfy me because your penis is small. Your penis is small.
You have a big penis is the opposite of what I would be saying or what I'm saying. You have a small penis.
You know,
But
yeah. You know your brother? You have a smaller penis than him.
Ouch. That's a loaded one right there. That's the 50 cal of destroying. But to clarify, this is once again, Ramdas said that his brother-in-law tried to negotiate a deal with a lorry driver, but the man refused his offer.
Was he like, take it back? And he's like, no.
He's like, you need to pay me for this.
Give me money, and I'll leave. No, just
Let's
leave.
see here. My request to keep phone on speaker so I can hear have been coldly rebuffed. I can, however, confirm that bribe has been offered and rejected. I cannot say whether this was a question of principle or price. I want to know if the bribe was to be able to just be like, hey, I don't have the money for this.
Don't give me this. I'll give you like 1/100th of that to go away.
Or if he was just like, I have $100. Just give me the whole truck for that.
I doubt that's what it was.
He said bribe.
The bribe was probably like, take it back. And he was like, nah. It's like, here's $100. And he's like, nah. And he's like, here's $101.
And the guy was like, that was my price. He's like, he was like,
What movie was it where someone was like, hey, and like slipped somebody like a $1 bill or
like a
like
whole
a
bunch.
$5 bill or something?
So many movies do that, where it's like just some menial amount of money, and the person's just like,
and they're like, to leave.
and then they take it, and then they're like, so I can come in, and they're like, no. And then they still have their dollar, so then they give $5, and the person's like,
Still no.
no, you can't come in. But they still have all the money. I hope that's what this truck driver did. But let's see here. Bill wants everyone reading this to know that I'm dick for live tweeting it and that this is not helping.
He's dick.
He's dick.
Because he live tweeted it, his name is now Richard, and his stepbrother wants everyone to know. They're changing his name.
I still want to know what the whole wife destroys him shortly after, though.
I guarantee it was, your penis is so small, it's not even as big as my brother's.
Wow.
You know, my stepbrothers.
Let's see here.
And then she was like, what are you doing, step bro? And he was like, not eating a fuck ton of rice.
As a horror writer, I can now confirm that whatever, that anything can be horror. Just watch a man's face curl up in an abject terror at the words, why is it still outside my house?
That's the line that destroyed him?
I guess. Update to drama. Bill had come in to explain
she
that
didn't
driver.
say our house, which means it's not his house anymore.
Oh, you're right. That they'll have to take the rice and pay, but midway through thought better of it and is now negotiating with driver again. An excellent demonstration of the flight instinct in mammals when confronted with mortal peril. They also apparently have to unload the rice themselves.
That's the real reason they're turning it down. That dude was like, no, that seems hard.
Let's see here. Lorry driver just laughed at something Bill said. Bill also laughing. Cigarettes may have been masterstroke by Bill. We are
Masterstroked?
Apparently. We are moving our reporting back indoors to inform Sis. Key update. Cigarettes were in fact a huge strategic blunder because Bill apparently assured Sis that he's definitely finally quit smoking on Sunday and in no way, shape, or form was supposed to have a pack of cigs just there in his pocket ready to be used as a negotiating aid. Wow, this is like a whole... That sounds
like a prison deal at this point.
Let's see here.
Like, what'll one cigarette get me? None of the rice here? Because that's what I'm looking for.
I'm like, what if I give you 3 cigarettes?
Just give
you
me
leave
one bag
of rice. You take the rest back to the warehouse. This never happened. Bill update. Warehouse owner still not taking calls, but they have reached some chapu of his who told them to call someone called Manu. He'll take care of it. He's going to murder him. That's all we know about him. He's Manu, that his number, and this his number, and he'll take care of it. He is the Mr. Wolf of warehouse cook-ups. Cock-ups, actually, it says cock-ups.
Cock-up.
Manu is not answering
Cock-up is a thing. Like, I've heard that.
I guess. Manu's not answering the phone, though.
Oh, Manu.
Oh, shit.
Where you at, Manu? Everybody find a Manu and call him and ask him if he's the one.
Ask Manu. So Manu clearly believes in getting all sides in a conflict before coming to a decision because he is now speaking to lorry driver's assistant, a wise judge. Maybe he'll want to speak to me too. One can but hope. Manu is now speaking to Bill again. So far, he has shown no interest in speaking to us. This is humbling.
This guy's just live tweeting this, I guess.
Yeah, that's what
it said?
Yeah, because remember, he is Dick now for live tweeting. Dad attempted to break curfew and come back out. He has now claimed he's done with the whole thing and doesn't care, and also where the hell is dinner, and he's going to room to watch news because state of the world matters more than a ruddy truck. Valid points, but I'm skeptical. Breaking news, Manu is coming. Okay, we're outside. Sorry about delay, but we're dependent on Mom, who doesn't give a fuck about anyone during dinner, even Manu. Since I know I cared about this and was wondering, Manu kind of looks disappointingly average. He's just a normal, random Desi uncle in shirt, pant, sad. Apparently compromises that if Bill buys some sacks of rice and then Manu will take the rest, just go away. Number under negotiation. Manu has opened aggressively with you take half and I take half offer. Bill has countered by pointing out, in that case, Manu will need to take him too.
I'll take half, but we're all going back to the shop.
Manu has informed him he won't be getting anything of the sort. Lorry driver looks unhappy. Lorry driver is no longer speaking up when Manu wants him to chime in. Heel turn. They are now shaking hands. I believe we may have an accord. Final terms. 23 bags, 1 bottle Old Monk, 1 bottle Scotch. Everyone is exhausted. Lorry driver is the best fucking negotiator of the lot.
Who gets the booze?
Manu.
He's like, all right, I'll take 23.
Manu probably gets the one,
you...
and the lorry driver gets the other. And he had to buy 23 bags of rice.
Oh man, what's it like over there? Because like here it's pretty cheap, but still that'd
be
like
expensive. rice is like $1
that'd
here.
Be like over $100 still.
Yeah, because normally like
it's like $4 or less.
Yeah,
depending on what.
And also like how big the bags were, because if these were like bulk size, look at those bags.
The big sacks of rice, those are usually still like $5.
Look at those bags.
Oh.
Yeah, those aren't like you buy these at Giant bags. This is not a Wegmans brand bag. This is the size of your torso bag.
So what he does
rice.
is he takes what he needs, sell the rest.
With this free marketing, he can definitely find some buyers. This is famous rice at this point.
Just become a rice salesman, dude.
Open up a rice restaurant.
Bill, that's his name.
Bill, B-I-L, all capitals.
Bill! Sell the rice.
I'm going to have to turn that down. That was loud. But yeah,
you know
sell
what
the
we
rice,
should
Bill.
do is we should contact Bill, make an arrangement with him. We should get people to buy his rice.
To buy his rice?
Bill's rice.
Uncle Bill's?
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill's! All right, so that's the end of the story. That was a great trip. I didn't think it was going to be a story time. I thought there was going to be like an article, but
it was not an article. It was literally somebody saying
reading
exactly
the
what
tweets was great
as it was going on.
Yeah, that was still great. I would love to see a movie made of the great rice negotiation.
I want there to be an interview with Mom, who did not give a fuck.
What did she cook? Did it involve rice?
Yeah, the rice they already had.
Was it a rice deal? Yeah, that I really want to know.
I think it's funny. Like the dad came out and he was like, "Hey, can we just, fuck you guys?" And
he's like, you know what? The world's fucked right now, and I don't give a shit about this truck
rice.
and this rice. I need to see what's going on. It's like, then why'd you come outside, Dad? Why'd you? Because deep down inside, you wanted to see if the truck was still here.
How many bags were on there? Because if they negotiated half, and he wound up with 23. That means 23 is less than half.
Okay, just looking at the picture.
There's 175 bags of rice.
So they're stacked 4 to 5 high, and there's 1, 2, 3,
looks like they're
4,
like
5,
3
6,
deep.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's like 11 per one side of 4 or 5 high columns. That's not including how wide across this goes. It's probably 2 or 3.
It looks like 3 or 4. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, let's.
They're
stacked on top of each other. So let's just say there's 3 or 4. And there's 11 columns stacked 4 or 5.
5 high.
And that's not even including if there's more below
55.
This picture right here.
55 times 5.
Times 5. That's like 200.
That's a good deal then.
223. Let's just say, I don't know. I kind of need a calc. I really want to just know just a general kind of thing.
It's not important. This is happening. I could literally just do this on my phone right now.
Yeah, but you didn't do it. So 55 times, what was it? What did we say?
5.
5. 275, not including what is deep in here. So that if that's another, let's just say there's another 3. So it'd be what, like 33 times 5? So let's just go 33 times 5 equals 165 plus that 275. That's 440 bags. Yeah.
Oh,
give
that's
or
right,
take.
because we can't see inside the
Yeah, we
bed.
can't see down there into the bed. So I think there's probably another 3 there,
So there's
and then
like
it's going
upwards
across.
of like 500 bags.
Yeah, there's
on
like
there
500 full bags of freaking rice on this
23
thing.
is a good deal.
Yeah.
Probably not, but
Probably,
because
I mean-
most people don't need 23 bags of rice, so that's just their food for. I don't. You know what? If COVID
Rice? Yeah.
comes to the point where the world's actually ending, they're prepared.
Yeah. He's
Rice-
gonna be
rice
happy
lasts.
that this happened. This is
His
the
wife's
best
gonna
deal.
be like, "I'm so glad you fucked this up." Now that we've just eaten rice for the last 3.5 years, and we still have plenty to go.
I'm sorry that I said your penis was small over and over again.
You have big pee-pee brain. Still small, big pee-pee brain.
Small pee-pee, big pee-pee brain. All right, on to the next one.
Bill and his
all
big
right.
pee-pee brain.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
Okay. Off the beat. Naked lady swipes intimate item in naughty adventure in Fort Pierce. So let's see. Apparently there's like a whole thing here. Oh, they have the police report.
Do not read the police report out loud. It's
No,
just a
I'm
bunch
ju-
of boring shit. And
Wearing a
it's
purple
redacted.
shirt and had on no pants.
That's not naked. That's half naked.
The female had been masturbating in the store. She removed a sex toy from the package and was now fully nude.
Whoa, you need to wash that first. You can get like infections.
Yeah. She had gone into the employee area stock room with the sex toy.
You know what though? To be fair, how do you know if you're gonna like it before you buy it?
That is true. You need.
What if it doesn't fit?
You need a test drive. Had in her hand a pink-colored penis-shaped sex toy that she was using in a masturbatory manner.
What if it doesn't fit?
And then she stopped making use of the sex toy and dropped it on the ground.
It wasn't good enough.
Wasn't good enough. Okay. That was just the police report.
Police said.
All right. Fort Pierce, which I don't know where that is.
Wyoming.
TC Palm. I'm just going to assume it's Florida. An alleged naked woman accused of swiping a sex toy and using it in the store got locked up according to an affidavit. I guess that's what that is. Fort Pierce police, August 31st, went to an undisclosed address for a disturbance. Emergency dispatchers reported a woman sporting a purple shirt but no pants was in the store.
Now that she's locked up, do you think they won't let her out?
Locked up. An employee said the woman removed a sex toy from the packaging and was fully nude, the affidavit states. He had
They
marijuana
said she had a
coming
shirt
out of
on.
his what?
Now they're saying she's naked. I think they're this is falsified.
Or she was like, I'm ready now. She walked in with a shirt and no pants and was like, I'm almost ready.
What I need to know is, was she attractive?
I doubt
Makes a difference.
they're going to state that in this article.
A very lovely
Like right at the end of the article, they're like, by the way, not hot.
Like that's why he called the cops.
Yeah,
because
that's exactly what it was.
If you're in a sex shop and a hot chick comes in and starts like doing that, you're like, I've seen this movie. I lock the doors now, right?
Yeah. I don't know why this next line is in here, and it makes me kind of angry. The alleged naked lady is not to be confused with the Bare Naked Ladies, a Canadian band perhaps best known for the 1998 song 1 Week.
Is this article written by one of them?
It's their
completely unnecessary plug for that band.
It's their publicist. Their publicist is like, hey, can you throw in our name? Anytime there's a naked lady in the news, I reach out and I see if they could mention our smash 1998 hit 1 Week. You can just slide that in there.
It's been 1 week since she diddled herself in the middle of the porno store.
Then put her purple shirt back on, but no pants, and walked out. Meanwhile, the worker said that the woman went in an employee area stockroom with the toy. What I want to know is, did she finish?
I don't know, but it'll still be 2 weeks before she gets out of jail.
Will she cock her head to the side and say she's angry?
I don't know, but it'll still be 2 weeks before her and the police both say they're sorry.
Still be 2 weeks before her and the police say they're sorry. Let's see here. 36-year-old Port Salerno woman in an office chair with a sex toy. After the officer went in the room, the woman dropped the personal accessory.
Hey, do you think she was like, hey, what's that under there?
She was just like, ah.
What's that under there? And then the cop's like, underwear. She's like, I just made you say underwear.
Oh my God. Police learned that the woman turned on a piece of what? Tried on a. That's why, not turned on. Tried on. Tried on a piece of clothing.
She turned on the clothing. He did it.
But the make, model, type, brand, cut, or color wasn't specified.
Make and model. Apparently, the clothing was a car. She tried to leave.
Yeah. It's also unclear whether this was the purple shirt. The alleged stolen object was valued at $45.98.
So she came in naked,
and
stole a purple shirt,
in naked,
then took off the purple shirt.
Yeah.
Then tried to put the purple shirt back on, but we're unaware.
They don't know who made the shirt.
It's no longer purple.
They're unaware if she got the shirt from there. They're like, she had a shirt. She might have stole the shirt from here. She might have come in naked. We don't know.
These people are desperate now, trying to just get money from this woman.
Like, you stole the shirt and you stole that sex toy.
You stole that shirt that
and
you came in here with.
I did not.
This is the only shirt. I bought this and the sex toy. I just
do you think this is like the
Taco
Taco Bell guy? Like, she was doing her laundry and she was just doing the bottoms and she thought that the shirt went down further, but it just rode up a little bit. She's like, they'll never know.
Because we're pretty sure that the Taco Bell guy was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Touching himself.
Yeah, definitely. With the sauce, which is why he wanted so much of it.
It's like, it doesn't burn enough yet. What's the hotter sauce than this one?
Exactly. Give me 5 packets of Diablo sauce. And she was like, I just need to see if this is going to get me there. And she was like, it didn't say employee use only.
You know what it was? She was actually a secret shopper.
Could be. No one greeted her.
She wanted to see what the reaction of the employees would be if somebody came in. And they failed.
This was like a loss.
Or they passed. I guess that's what you're supposed to do.
This was like a loss prevention test.
Yeah.
That's why there's no. That's why she was like, I don't want to talk to investigators. I don't want anything.
She was pen testing their security.
There we go. That's probably accurate.
This article just changed itself.
Why not? Because that's how the internet works.
Black out and come back, and it looks like it's different.
Yeah, that's how they operate. So that's pretty much it for this one. So she's a loss prevention agent, secret shopper kind of thing. Testing their security.
Also product tester.
Yeah, product tester. Testing their security. They passed.
They got the police involved. I hope she gave them the secret word.
Now,
just
everybody at that store is going to get a 15-cent raise at the end of the year.
I don't know. At Subway, I got a $10 gift card, I think.
Yeah, 15-cent raise would be really good. An extra penny raise. Not on top of their raise, but penny raise. No. Okay, on to the last one. This one's a bit excessive.
More excessive than the last one.
Man blows up part of house while chasing a fly.
How? Would he chasing it with dynamite?
I don't know. I only read the headlines. I don't even open these articles. I copy the links from my phone into a thing. I don't read them at all.
That's why there's so many bad ones.
Oh, this was in France. Awesome. Good. America didn't do this. A man has blown up part of his house in France while trying to swat a fly.
How?
The man, who was in his 80s, was about to tuck into his dinner. I don't.
Crepes. Dude.
When he
it
became
was crepes and wine.
When he became irritated by a fly buzzing around him, he picked up an electric fly swatter and started targeting it. But a gas canister was leaking in his... What is that word? Motherfuck. D-O-R.
His door dong.
His door dogny home.
His door dong home.
His door dogny home.
Door dog. That's not how French people sound. I can't do it. I can't.
Door dogny.
In his door dog.
I am from France and it's a door dogny.
France and...
A reaction between the device and the gas caused an explosion.
Why did he just have a leaking gas can?
Who
just has that?
It's because he's 80. Maybe it was oxygen. Maybe that was the gas.
It says gas.
Maybe
people say oxygen when there's oxygen.
Maybe he gives himself root canals and he has fucking
Is that explosive?
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't think you'd have that.
No, it's nitrous.
I don't think you can have that inside.
But it's nitrous. Nitrous is flammable.
It's not the same nitrous as that nitrous.
I still think it's probably flammable. How many? You can't smoke in a dentist's office, so it's not like you have to worry.
Nitrogen peroxide.
It's not nitrogen peroxide. We'll look it up later.
No,
every time we ever say that, we never do. Just so everybody knows.
Sometimes we do, but we never give updates.
All right, so the reaction between the device and the gas caused an explosion, destroying the kitchen and partly damaging the roof of the home in Parcol-Chenard.
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 In the Parcol-Chenard
village. According to local media, the unnamed man had a lucky escape, sustaining just a burn to the hand. As someone who was in an explosion, that's kind of incredible.
He just burned his hand
that
from the explosion he was in Parcola in his dog.
I am an old French man, and I burned my hand in my dog.
I'm so French and Francie. I have a revolution against my wife.
Now it's Russian. You're Russian again.
That's what I was doing the whole time. My French accent.
You sounded Italian at first, but kept switching. And now it's Russian.
No, I am
always
from France.
Russian.
I am French. I make fries.
I am Frenchman.
I make the French fries and the wine.
Name's Vladimir. I am Vladimir Frenchman.
No, they call me Jean-Claude. I'm from France. Yes.
Now you're going to a different accent.
Yes, I'm from France. Yes.
Around the world with Kyle. In one accent.
This is how the French people speaks. Yes. What?
Hello. Hello, welcome to Arkansas. Is this Frozen?
No,
you can offer me a good sale on my winter gear?
I had a French people sound.
I can only be really racist and stereotypical. Just do it. I don't know what.
You do yours. I'll keep doing my French accent.
I can only be I can only say like 2 sentences with a French thing, and
we go and we get the wine and we get the cheese.
It's a really stereotypical sound followed by like just words of food.
Oh, oui, oui.
Exactly. It's et baguettes and French wine and fromage.
Oui, oui. I blow my house up, touching the fleas. Fleas. I can't do it.
I I should have just let Kyle read this whole article as that guy.
Here we go. Let's start again.
Okay, let's go here. So right here, start.
A man has blown.
No. Can't do it. Can't even make it.
A man has blown up part of his house in France while trying to swat a fly. The man, who is in his 80s, was about to tuck into dinner when he became irritated by a fly buzzing around him.
Why was there a for the irritated?
He picked up an electric fly swatter and started targeting it. But a gas canister was leaking in his dog-dogged home. A reaction between the device and the gas
And the gas
caused an explosion, destroying the kitchen and partly damaging the roof of the home. In Parkle Channel village, according to local media.
Media.
According to local media.
Now you're a different accent again.
The unnamed man had a lucky escape, sustaining just a burn on his hand. The man has since decided he's chucked in a local campsite with his family. Repair the house.
The best part of this, which you didn't read as Vladimir Jean-Claude Putin Renard, was, however, the fate of the fly is not known.
The fly got away.
He got away. He totally got away. I'm done with this story because
British
it can't
accent in the
top.
middle there.
You went slightly Australian. You went hard Russian. For a while, you were Scandinavian.
During that story, I didn't think I was Scandinavian.
No, not during the before that though. Right before it, when you were just like, "Hello, how are you?
Hello.
I was big.
I am French. I do the things that French people do with the cheese and the wine.
You're like, I wear clogs and I like windmills.
No, I do French things. I drink.
We've offended so many people in just this one story.
Do a Chinese one.
No, we did that at the beginning.
I didn't make an accent. I just
You
said
totally did. When I'm editing this, I'm gonna be listening closely.
fine. I will fix it. Do you want egg roll?
There we go.
Do you want egg roll?
All of your things
I'll
are
give you egg roll.
always Russian and apparently everywhere else.
Okay, now I'm gonna do Australian.
We didn't do India for the
All right, fine. I'll do India. Welcome to India. I'm from India. My name is Indian name.
I don't want all that rice.
I don't need no rice. I just need one bag of rice.
Oh, okay. That's where we're gonna end it today because that was. Oh wow, that was my stomach hurts now.
There was a hard cut just right now, and you don't know why.
Follow us on Patreon whenever we make it.
Yeah, Jared's making an OnlyFans and a Patreon. You can follow us on both of those. If you do, you'll get access to naked pictures of Jared on the OnlyFans.
Did you say new kid?
Naked,
Like new kids on the block?
naked pictures of Jared on the OnlyFans.
Okay, I'm just gonna go into the things now.
On our
You can-
Patreon, you can get
You can hear
signed
you can hear what
autographs.
Kyle said. You see how quickly he doesn't want to do the Patreon anymore?
Fine, on Patreon for $5. The Patreon we don't have, you can get behind the scenes footage of when we say uber offensive things that Jared has to cut.
Yeah. So
And
you can
maybe
follow us
access to Jared's Discord.
right
I
there
run also.
on Facebook and Instagram at Rum Runnas for stuff. You can follow Kyle over there on Instagram at Mr. Norwal for his stuff. I feel like he should do more short videos and voices at this point. I feel like that'll be popular. You can follow us on Twitter.
On Patreon.
Right
if you sign
here.
up for our Patreon that we don't have yet. I'll make more voices.
At Rum
which
Pod.
is just one voice.
There we go. Yeah, it is just one voice, but he'll read whatever you want. You know what? New thing. If you want Kyle to make a video just reading your comments in
voice.
his accent, you leave, say, I want Kyle to say this,
Also,
and just leave a sentence and leave that in the comments or email us at rumrunners@gmail.com.
And then give us $2 on our Patreon, and I will read them on Patreon.
So, if you are listening to
I will read
this,
the Bible in that accent on Patreon for $10 a month.
okay, if you are listening to this, you can watch on YouTube at youtube.com/rumrunnersentertainment. Or if you are watching, you can follow us on everywhere where you get podcasts at. Just make sure to follow and also like and leave a rating while you are there. And no matter where you're listening to us, make sure to share it with your friends, because who doesn't?
Did you say Twitter?
Yeah, I said I did. You were just talking while I said it.
On Twitter, too.
Yeah. Also, of course, we have on Fridays, we have the Dark Rum podcast. And now on Saturdays, we have Talk Shonen, the new podcast.
And every Tuesday, we're going to put out Mean Muggin' Thursday.
Every Tuesday, we're going to put out Mean Muggin' Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll let Kyle work that out.
I don't know what that means.
Until the next one,
Mean
peace.
Muggin' Monday. Every
Doses.
Monday.
I will catch you in the next
Send us
one.
pictures of your mean
Kyle,
mug.
say something in your voice.
Okay, I love you. Bye.